to start our new chapter, atomic structures. First, we talk about the basic structure of atoms. You can see on your screen. Yes, the term atom was given by John Dalton. According to John Dalton, atom is made up of two terms. One is A, another is term. A means non-divisible and term means divisible. A means non and term means divisible. That means atom is the smallest particle of matter which can't be break further. You can see here the model for the atom is represented here. This is advanced model that is called quantum model. According to that model, atom is having the complete mass concentrated at the center called nucleus, while negatively charged electron will revolve around that positively charged electron in energy levels or shapes. This model is named as quantum model, that is latest and advanced model. We talk about it later. On to the next. The Dalton's atomic theory get failed after discovery of various subatomic particles. These subatomic particles are varying according to their masses and charges. Okay, and the nature of charges. Different scientists contribute in discovery of different subatomic particles. For example, you can see here discovery of electron is takes place first, followed by discovery of proton, then discovery of neutron by James Chadwick in 1932. Why this neutron is discovered at last? Because of its neutral nature and because of its zero charge. Next, electron carry minus minus 1.6 into 10 from 1919 Coulomb charge, while in case of proton there is a positive 1.6 into 10 from minus 19 Coulomb. You can see here the magnitude of charge is same, but there is a difference of only the sign. One is with the negative sign while another with the positive sign. If we compare the masses of all these, then we compare, then we find the, then we conclude that neutron is the heaviest subatomic particle. You can see here 1.675 into 10 raised to r minus 27, while electron mass is the lightest one. The next, so you have to remember each and every data which is given over here. Okay, that are very useful for your calculation work. Come to the next. Discovery of subatomic particles. First of all, cathode ray experiment, which is related with the discovery of electron. You can see the pictorial where how we generate the cathode ray in a laboratory. There is a glass tube. There is a one way to the vacuum. Okay, cathode is a negatively charged electron. These two electrodes are maintained at very high potential differences. Okay. Now, because of high density of electron on a cathode, the movement of these electrons, which is negatively charged from cathode to anode, will carried out. Okay. For observation, for the clear observation, we made this anode perforated. Perforated means contain number of pores. So that electron that moves from cathode to anode and strike to the inner wall of that surface that is polished with the zinc sulfide. Zinc sulfide layer is used to obtain whenever the negatively charged electron is struck to the ZNS surface, it shows fluorescence. And because of that fluorescence, we observe the path of electron. On to the next. After performing cathode ray experiment or cathode ray, we have we notice J.J. Thomson noticed the characteristics. These are a cathode ray discharge tube made up of a glass taken with the two electrodes at very low pressure and high voltage. These all are about the cathode ray. Now, the characteristics of the cathode ray. Cathode ray are made up of negatively charged particles called electrons. Cathode ray themselves are not visible but get fluorescent on a on a zinc sulfide layer. In absence of electric and magnetic field, cathode ray travel in a straight line. If either of the field is present, then they deviate from their original path. Okay. Last and final characteristic of the cathode ray is that they do not depend on material of electrons and their nature of gas that filled inside the glass tube. They are not depends on that. Okay. They are independent from the gas filled that filled inside the container and the type of material from which these electrodes were obtained. Okay. Come to the next. These are some points which you have to memorize because they are asked in the examination in a 1 mark section. So first is charge to mass ratio of electron was determined by the J.J. Thomson, and that would be 1.75820 into 10 to the 11 coulomb kilogram inverse. Second thing, the charge on an electron calculated by R. A. Millikan by oil drop model, and they exactly give the data that is minus 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb. Next is the mass of an electron was determined to be 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. That would be the lightest one. Come to the next, discovery of proton through canal rays. Canal rays are also known as anodes ray because they are consist of what? Fully charged particles. That means proton. If we fill the gas, that is hydrogen, only that time we we observe the proton. Okay, that means anode or canal rays are depends on the type of gas that filled inside the container, irrespective of the cathode rays. Okay, now by observing these anodes, we go for some characteristic properties. These are that their charge to mass ratio is depends on the gas that filled inside the tube. Next, some of the positive particles carry a multiple fundamental of electrical charge. Behavior positively charged particle is electric and magnetic field is opposite to that of observed in the cathode ray. You can observe that because of anode ray consists positive charge, they always they repel by they repel by they repel by positively charged electron, that would be anode, while they are attracted by cathode. That's why they show different behavior, just reverse behavior. Finally, go for the discovery of neutrons. The neutrons is discovered by James Chadwick by bombarding alpha particle on beryllium sheet. That is related with the discovery of electron. Electron is the only subatomic particle which is discovered uh, at last in 1932. Come to the next. There are various atomic models which we discuss in our next lecture. These are J.J. Thomson model, called plum pudding model. Most of the models you study in your class 9th, 10th also. But now we go for the detailed study about these models. Okay. Basically, we go for the study of detail, that is Bohr's model and quantum models, which we discussed before. So these models are J.J. Thomson, Rutherford, Bohr model, and quantum model. Quantum model is the latest and advanced model of related to the atoms. Next is your question and answers. Okay, so you have to give each and every answers of these questions. Yes, question number one. What are nucleons? So basically, nucleons are nucleon is the term which is used for those subatomic particles which exist in nucleus. These are mainly proton and nucleon. Why they are called so? Because they exist in nucleus. Come to the next question number second. Which subatomic particle is heaviest one? So if we study the table that already given in your slide, then we find that heaviest particle is neutron, while the lightest particle is electron. Next one is question number third. How many subatomic particles were discovered? There is no correct number of subatomic particles, but other than these three subatomic particles, they are called fundamental. Other than these, they are meson, pion, neutrino, antineutrino. There are various kind of subatomic particles till discovered, and they are approx 200 in number or count. Next is question number 4. Which model of atom represent the correct and advanced structure of atom? That is none other of their quantum model. Next is to give reason neutron discovered at the last. I already discussed this question that because of the neutral and zero charge of neutron. This all are about the our today lecture. Tomorrow I will start the atomic models. Begins with the J.J. Thomson plum pudding model. Thank you and have a nice day.